I got some new transfers today and super excited about playing with them. So I'm going to make a shirt for my husband. And if you want to hang out with me while I do that, that's what I'm doing tonight. I am going to use my Big Bling system since it's going to be for him. And since I'm doing DTF, that way with the DTF, I can put the Big Bling on there and I don't have to worry about the rhinestones coming off. So excited about that. Hey, Miss Gail. Hey, Joyce Jones. Hey, Sylvia. Hey, Chandon. I am just simply coming on real quick to make this shirt, and that's it. I don't think anybody else was coming on, and if so, I apologize. Um, it was spur of the moment thing. I'm actually pretty tired, but I wanted to play with one of these transfers. I have probably 12 transfers that I picked up today that I'm super excited about. Hey, Mama Mari. Hey, Brandy's Dandy Crabs. Hello. Hey, Lena Doyle. Hey, Fern Griffin. Hey, Shirley Dabney. Hey, Danny. Yep, just really quick, I wanted to make a shirt for the hubby and surprise him with it. And I picked up from my printer, I picked up some halftone prints. Hey, Sean. So I'm excited about these halftone prints. They're really cool. Halftoning is, for those who may not know, it's when they print, how can I put it? They print in a, not a gradient, but it's not a full solid print and it has holes in it. But they omit the black because, or the, black in the picture because it's going to go on a darker shirt or whatever the background color of the shirt is. They allow you to do the half toning. I don't know how to explain it. I have to look them up. I did not print these myself. I ain't on no road, Maryland. I'm actually exhausted. I need to go to bed. But I need to look up the official definition of half toning instead of just saying something. But at any rate, I know what it is, but I don't know how to explain it to y'all right now. But I'm gonna show you what it looks like before we press it. This should give you an idea. Not really. You can kind of see it. So it's gonna be Star Wars. It's Vader, and the Death Star, and Luke and Leia, and R2 and C3PO off to the side. So I'm excited. And you pulling out your hair in class and your teacher won't let you quit. I don't understand. Hey, Miss Joyce. How are you? Good to see you. I do love Star Wars. I absolutely love it. Now, which is funny because I've never been a Star Wars person until I got married. And my husband got me into Star Wars and he made me watch it because I was like, I don't want to watch that. Well, once he got me into the storyline and stuff, I was like, bruh, this is awesome sauce, right? So I got into the storyline, and then lo and behold, they came out with the trilogy. And then fast forward, and then they came out with Grogu and all of that stuff. So it's been cool to watch the development of Star Wars over the years. So yeah, he made me definitely a Star Wars fan. And then about 5 years ago, he made me a Trekkie as well. So I love Star Trek as well. So I'm excited for making this shirt for him. And I actually got a duplicate of the same transfer for me. So we'll both have shirts. So if he winds up not liking the way I put the Big Bling on here for him, then I can keep that one and then make him another one. But here's the transfer. I'm going to go ahead and put the transfer on there. I'll bring this up a good bit. And I'm excited about this Big Bling adventure because of the ability to put it on with DTF. Y'all just don't understand how cool. Well, for me, that part is, but like what Sean was saying about putting them on bags, you can absolutely. Just be careful with the thickness of materials that you put it on. So I'm gonna go ahead and press this. Unfortunately, I gotta press it in two parts because my heat press is 15 by 15, and this template is this transfer rather is well, no, I might be able to do the whole thing. Let's see. No, I can't do the whole thing, but it's close. It's close. It's just a smidge too big. Hey Kevin. Hey Valerie Evans. Yes, and Disney bought it. Yes, they did. They didn't get Star Trek though. So I think that's over on Paramount. I think it's where Star Trek stuff is. But at any rate, so he got me into both of those. So yeah, absolutely love all of it. Now he's deeper into Jurassic Park and not deeper, but he's also into Jurassic Park and all the sci-fi stuff. All the sci-fi stuff, alien stuff. Oh, he also got me into oh, what's the name of that one? I also like Stargate. I like Stargate too. Stargate is pretty cool. Put it on before putting the pieces together. Yes, that wouldn't be my main concern though, Sean. My main concern is going to be the I'll press this again up here. My main concern is the thickness. So, like for instance, the hoodie, the Snoop Dogg jacket. Oh, I finished it. I'm gonna let y'all see it. What is this doing that now? That's crazy. Hang on. What did I do with that jacket? Hold on. Let me grab the jacket. I pressed that multiple times because of the size. I wanted to make sure, but I finished it day before yesterday and ended up taking it to the local shop that sells the rhinestones, sells our stones, and showed it to them, and they love it. And I took the shirt as well that I did for my daughter, the anime shirt, and they loved all of it. So that was super cool. So they are going to carry our Big Bling as well. So super excited. But I finished it. So all of the stones are on the jacket now. And this thing, I wore it today and it looked awesome outside, especially at night. I liked it better at night, but so we did get it done. No worries, Miss Gail. No worries at all. So hey Gail McGinnis, I think that's who I saw. Hold on. I walked away from the thing. Hey Carrie. Hey Carrie, how are you? Welcome. Gail McGinnis, yes. And Gail Fondren, welcome. Thank you. Oh, Marilyn, you like the Jurassic Park movies? Okay, cool. Oh, yeah, he's really into Jurassic Park and King Kong and all of the sci-fi stuff. So, but yeah, I did get it finished and it turned out awesome sauce. But it's super cool that they loved it too. That was a compliment. So I'm gonna set that right there. And let's cool this down. Pretty sure she said I can peel it warm. Oh my gosh, Marilyn, I'm gonna tell you something funny. So one day we had a discussion and he was like, he was gonna watch Godzilla. I'm like, why? Why are you gonna watch Godzilla? And he flipped out and he was like, Godzilla and King Kong and da da da. And I don't even know what all he said because my brain went to autopilot mode because I'm just not into neither one of those. and he just, oh, that's his thing right there. I'm trying to figure if Godzilla is cooler to him than Star Wars, because that's just how he went on and on about Godzilla and the history behind Godzilla and the Godzilla this and the Godzilla that and the Godzilla. I was like, oh my god, spare me. So yeah, that was funny. Doesn't that look good? Doesn't that look good? That turned out great. So like half toning, you I'm trying to think of a good way to put it. It's not gradient, but it's not a full solid print, but you okay, like for instance, see where their faces are and how I don't know how well you can see that there's holes throughout the entire design of them. But from a distance, it looks amazing. Like you really can't see anything off about it. It's just really pretty. And now that I've pressed it, you know what? Because it has this goldish tone, um, I don't know. Should I do the Big Bling or should I wait? Because we're getting in some beautiful topaz that's going to look amazing on this shirt. Let me see. And that's the other thing about, oh, I can put it out this way over by the stars and stuff. Put them on the stars. That's the other thing about the Big Bling. I like that I can lay these out and kind of like pre-plan where I'm going to put stuff before actually pressing them on. That's super cool. Thank you, Sean. The halftone, yes, it does normally give you a nice soft feel. Now, right in here, it's not, but I probably need to press it again with pressing sheet or a Teflon or something, or with the spray stuff that I can't find right now. Oh, it's back here behind me, so I can use it. Okay, cool. Oh, go me. But yeah, I don't know. I gotta figure that out, or wait and do like the topaz right in there on the lightsaber. That might be dope. I don't know. I probably should have asked him first, or just leave it on the stars all around Vader. But we'll see. Mark the areas with a little chalk or something like that once you figure out where you want. Yes. Yes, that's for sure. Because I wound up having to get another. Thank you, Lena Doyle. I wound up having to get another of the one that I did for Rebecca because my other daughter, Monica, loved it so much. And she was like, I want it. I was like, oh, Lord. So I'm going to go ahead and get it. Have a good night, Unbiased. I hope you have a good night. My dear, I'm gonna be going to bed here shortly too. Don't play. It's been a very long, very stressful day today. And it's crazy because it started with last night. Supervisor came and he won on the bright spot on the lightsaber right there. And he came and spent the night and um he was up till 3. He was up till 3, y'all. Right there, right there, right there, right there, right there. Oh, or should I do a bigger one, Kevin? Where's my Big Bling? Hold on. Let me see if I have some. Yes, I do. Holler. And also, I do have, I snuck and got some really big bling. So I have some even bigger than this, but I don't, he don't want me to keep that in stock. So a little bit bigger would be tight, I think. Right there, smack dab in this thing. Hey, Dolores. Welcome. Thank you, Jesse. So yeah, we hopefully will be having more Big Bling coming in for everyone to enjoy. Okay, I need fastness. Oh, so thank you, Kevin. If you are going to do the Big Bling set, and trying to decide whether or not to pull the trigger on getting it, the Big Bling is SS30 and SS40. Oh, you know what? Let me press this again, actually. SS30 and SS40. So in addition to it being SS30 and SS40, it is, you get 50 stones per container. You actually get more than that. You get more than 50. I purposely count out more than 50 to put in every container. So what that'll do is, of course, if you drop one, if you bend one, if you whatever one, it won't impair the amount that you should have in there. Okay. We have colors on the way. So my intent is to offer colors soon. Let's see. It was a lot. I was supposed to tell y'all Sunday, and Sunday was just, it was the start of a crazy week. Oh, that's what I was telling you. My bad. You see what I'm saying? My brain just went left. I was telling you about the supervisor. So he came and he stayed the night. And while he was here, he decided that he wanted to play on his tablet till 3 in the morning, which I don't necessarily care because he doesn't have to go to work the next day. I do, but he's a little person. So for right now, and it's kind of my fault because I let him take a nap around 10, which I thought he was going to bed, but he did not go to bed. He wound up waking up within 30 minutes or so. So he was up, and I was sad because I did not want him to be up that late. But he was up till 3, playing on his tablet and watching videos, home videos, and laughing at his cousins and laughing at his grandpa, and then he was also playing Minecraft because he knows how to play Minecraft a little bit. So that was my night. So I'm kind of tired because not only do, I stay up to make sure he's good while he's up, but I also kept checking on him overnight, like while he was laying there, to make sure he didn't get cold, make sure he was okay, the whole nine, like grandparents tend to do. And so I'm tired. Said all that to say he wore me out last night. And then he was here all day today, which of course is fine. So today was a full supervisor day. Then my internet decided to go down. For whatever reason, Spectrum said they were going to check. What did that lady say? I'm going to. Hey, Patrice Boo. Hey, Miss J Bryant. Welcome. She was like, "Oh, the internet. You don't have." How did she put it? She said, "You don't show that you. We don't show that you have an interruption, but the techs are out in the field working on the lines and the service to make sure that when the bad weather hits, you don't lose your service." How does that make sense? That you're trying to make sure I don't lose my service, but you take my service while trying to make sure I don't lose my service in the future. That makes no sense to me. especially when I have to get orders out. How can I print labels? How can I get orders out when y'all have my internet service interrupted? And I was like, oh my gosh. So fortunately, I do have backup internet. I have T-Mobile. I have T-Mobile and in a little mobile modem thingy. And I have that because it goes, I got it to go with my photo booth. So that whenever, because at one point I was considering setting up the photo booth in other places and letting it make some money off season from the Bling Fest, but I ain't committed to that yet. So that was a thought that I had. Well, in order to set it up at an event, it needs to have access to internet, and hotel internet isn't always ideal. Um, so I bought the T-Mobile to go for that. Why did the T-Mobile modem not work? Why? So Spectrum was down, and T-Mobile's modem, which I need to call them. I'm sorry, I started to call them fools, but they're not. I need to call them because it was telling me in order to connect to your T-Modem little box thingy that I have sitting right here in my hand with the password on it. In order for me to connect to that, I have to open up a browser window and finish connecting. How can I open a browser window and finish connecting with no connection? Make it make sense. It would not connect. T-Mobile would not let me open a browser window and pull up the window so that I can finish connecting or whatever the heck it wanted me to do. So that was annoying. I was trying not to have a full blown crash out, meltdown, whatever, because again, I have orders that need to be have the label things connect to the things so that I can get the shipping and the labels. I said, okay, I have a third backup plan. I do. I have a third backup plan, and it is the Starlink satellite thingy. For the longest, where I keep my shipping stuff and the shipping computer and everything is on the far end of the house over there, and the satellite is on the far end of the house over here. So the computer that I use to access the shipping software, because we ship through ShipStation where make ship happen, um I could not access Starlink from way over there. It just would not pick up the signal. Y'all, when I tell y'all I was ready to just throw in the whole towel, the shower cap, the soap, the shampoo, I was ready to throw all of it out the window. Just throw in the towel, throw in the shower cap, throw in the rag, throw in the sponge, throw whatever I had in. I wanted to throw everything at this point. So that was my day, trying to figure out how I was going to get the internet so that I could print. First of all, I couldn't even print my invoices. And then second, after that, when I finally figured how to print the invoices, a way to print the invoices, I couldn't get my shipping labels to print. So eventually I was able to get the satellite to connect, the Starlink to connect. And I had to take my computer that I use to connect to the shipping software and bring it out from the room where I do all the shipping into the living room, where there I was able to connect and then get a super long cord to reach from the living room to the printer that prints the shipping labels in order to make it all come together. It was a whole fool. And it was crunch time by that point because I have to leave and get to UPS by no later than I have to leave. We have to leave by no later than 5:30 to get there get set up, get it on time, they check in the packages, the whole nine. So it was crazy. It was crazy. It was muy loco this afternoon. But we finally were able to get them all out, with the exception of the ones that are pre-order. And fortunately, because that was today. I ain't even told y'all about yesterday. Yesterday was worse. Not worse, but yesterday was just as hectic. All right, so I'm gonna put one right there. So at any rate, hey Donzel, yeah, special. I mean, I'm just making a shirt. You got your big bling today, Anna? Yay! Okay, so I did put a video up this evening to show the stuff that came with it, how to load it, how to take care of it. So enjoy, please. Hope you enjoy it. I would love to see what you do with it. And yes, I can go through the neck. I know somebody else said that the other day. Why aren't you just going through the neck? You're right. I don't know. I guess because once I'm done, I kind of like to see how it looks the way it's supposed to look, face up instead of upside down, or trying to squeeze at an angle or whatever. I guess that's why I'm not doing it that way. I could put one right here. And then I have that one to go right there, but I got to change the adapter to do that one. So let me get some more. Okay. Thank you, Anna Smith. I appreciate y'all. And it's been a rough week for me anyway, because of finding out about Jelania. That was heart-wrenching. So Tuesday was tough for me. Tuesday was very, very tough. So that wasn't cool. But just finding that out the hard way. I'm gonna put this down here first. See what it looks like, and then y'all, I don't know why. I guess I kind of know why, but this is like soothing to do the big bling. I love to bling, period. So I love to bling, and brushing in the stones is very soothing. This is very equivalent, because it's like I'm sitting here and I'm trying to work a puzzle. Like, okay, where do I want it next? And then you just do the little punch, and then it's like, oh, it's there, and it looks great. And then you like looking somewhere else, and oh, I can put this over there. The big bling is actually really soothing. I like doing it. And seeing how everything turns out once you put the big bling on there. So it is really neat to do. So hopefully whenever we get our new machines in, I'm hoping and then this weather, y'all, that has me stressed out, but hopefully the weather won't derail my packages too late. So I'm looking at probably the end of the week next week now, instead of the first of the week, because of the weather, because we've got quite a few coming in, quite a few of the Big Bling applicators. Are there different bling you use? Hey, Angela. Hey, Angela. I'm falling asleep. No worries. Have a good night, Vern. Like I said, I'm not going to be on too much longer. I said to myself an hour, and we're just over 30 minutes. Or right at 30 minutes. But Angela, the rhinestones that I'm using now is our Big Bling, and the Big Bling is different than the Hot Fix, because Hot Fix, of course, you got to use heat with the Hot Fix rhinestones. But these use the squeeze applicator to fasten the stones in. And I'll show you what that looks like. So this is the front side, and the stones are, see how the stones are on the shirt, right? You see they're not laid flat like the hot fix or even the flat back stones that we normally use, and they're fastened in with little prong, kind of like rivets almost. I don't know another, yeah, kind of like a rivet. And so they're fastened in. You don't feel these, you hardly feel this on the backside. How difficult to remove if you don't like a spot you put a stone? Can it be removed easily? I don't think so. I don't think it can be removed easily. Can it be removed? Yes. Easily? No. And I say that because um you can't, it, first of all, you don't want it to remove easily, honestly, because if you do a jacket or a shirt like this and you're selling it to your customers, like when I was at the shirt place today, she was saying that she'll sell this shirt without the stones for $30 with this print on it. So if she's selling this shirt for $30, when she presses these stones on there, then you're looking at dang near $60 for this shirt, if not more. Okay. So if you're selling this to a customer for $60, you don't want these stones to come off easily. You really don't. You want them locked into place because your customers are going to wash and dry and all of that jazz these shirts. So you don't want it to come off easily, but in the event that one is put in the wrong place, I'm sure with any amount of tweezers and some force, you probably could. But like for instance, with the snaps that I put on my metal snaps to, like for a purse or a little project that we usually work with, you can use a screwdriver and wedge it in there and pop the metal snap apart with some force. You can pop it off, and then you can, it might damage the fabric a little bit, but you can put another snap in place. There really isn't very much space to wedge anything with this because that little prong rivet on the backside is so teeny. About the only way I think maybe you could is if you had like some needle nose pliers and you would have to kind of like hold this side maybe somehow and then pull the opposite side. You might could get it to come apart that way. Um, but I haven't tried yet because that's part of the reason, like what I was doing before I even started pressing them on. I auditioned the stones by laying the stones where I would want them to be and see how I like it before I even started with any of this. um so yes, you definitely want to audition or lay them out and get an idea of where you want stuff to be. And as I, was it Marilyn or who was it earlier that was saying mark your place with chalk or something like that? You want to mark areas where you're going to want the stones to go, so that you don't put them in the wrong place. But I can't think of how to get these off easily, rather. I really can't. I honestly cannot because it's the area, the little thing on the back is so small. It's kind of like what if there isn't anything to hold on to stop it from coming through the shirt, and if you just yank on it or twist and yank, it might rip a hole in the shirt. That's the only thing I can think of. So, and I don't want you to rip a hole in your shirt, but you could give it a shot. I mean, my thing is, I'm down to, I would try anything, but so far, everything that I've been putting these stones on, with the exception of this right here, everything else that I've been putting the stones on, I don't want to take the stones off and I don't want to damage the item. But this is what I used for the tutorial on the thing. And if I pull this is plastic, so it's going to tear anyway. So that's like not going to help. Yeah, I can't. I if I pull, it's going to come through the fabric. If I pull with the force of trying to get it to come apart, it's gonna come out the fabric. So I don't recommend it. Um, I think that's it, you guys. I may put one more stone right there to kind of like balance this naked space right in here. Because that's what I was just seeing that right there. That looks pretty decent. Um, and then that'll be because it's for him. And then I'm gonna change the adapter for the smaller. I'm sorry, for the bigger rhinestone. But I'm excited, y'all. This is seems to be a lot of folks seem to like the idea, and I do like the price point with it being more affordable to get into this and less overhead. So like when the power goes out, if the power, I don't want to say when, if the power goes out from the storm, I can still bling stuff because this does not take electricity. Now, my shirt would have to already have the design on it, but as long as I have the design on the shirt, I can take my time and bling on the shirt. So I think that's pretty nifty. All right, so let me change this guy and put on the Big Bling adapter. Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate you, Kevin. I think it's this one. Big Bling. I didn't mark my own things, so there's that. And you twist it on, and boom, hand tighten. And then I'm going to, oh, actually, let me load the stone first. And then after we press this one on, I'm going to head to bed because, like I said, the supervisor wore a heifer out. Okay. Wore me slap out. I was tired when I woke up this morning. I said, this little thing here felt the need to play Minecraft. Till 3. Yes. And that's the Big Bling. Straighten it out so you can see. Yeah, Kevin, that looks good. I have that stone in the middle of the lightsaber. And that's just a few little things here and there. And what it does is it kind of gives some extra visual elements. Hey, Jesse, thank you. A little bit of visual interest in the shirt. And because bling is hot now on the scene, I kid you not. I challenge you, if you don't believe me, I challenge you to go to any mall that's still open near you, and take a look at the designer outfits that are there. Torrid has some stuff out there with the big bling on it. Neiman Marcus has some stuff. Where to go? Saks Fifth Ave had stuff. I mean, we're talking about high end designer brands are using Big Bling and regular rhinestones that we normally use, the high fix. So it's cool to see it, but this has not been, that I know of, has not been within reach. Because the equipment that when I started doing my research, the equipment that was originally out there for doing this was huge electric equipment. And I was like, okay, that there has to be an easier way. And so upon doing some further digging, I was like, bruh, this is going to be it. So the Big Bling setup is easy to use, user friendly. The only thing is getting used to working with these small prong pins. But once you get the hang of the prong pins, you got it. 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 But yeah, here's our Star Wars shirt. I'm gonna go see if he likes it. If he's even awake. He went to sleep earlier. So needless to say, he is going to be up in a little bit. And I'm going to be asleep. So hope he's prepared to be bored. At any rate, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for coming to hang out with me to bling a shirt. I have other transfers that I want to make a shirt for. Y'all want to see the other transfer? Hey, Karen D, I was just thinking about you. So, Miss J Bryant, I was looking at 3D printing a case for the rhinestones. As a matter of fact, I have 2 cases that I've already 3D printed for the stones, but it still was not ideal. I'll show you one. And in showing you one, I'll show you also some of the other templates that I have. I mean, not templates, but transfers. So here's one case that I 3D printed. And I was like, eventually I could put SS30 or SS40 on here. And then what it was going to be, this I printed to test the size. But what it was going to be was a divided case. I was going to do a big section for the rhinestones to be in, the Big Bling. And then the little teeny section for the prongs to go in, and the adapter that matches the prongs, right? That was the thought process. And I was like trying to find a lid that would be easy to take on and off, that folks wouldn't get frustrated with. And so I thought about a sliding lid. And doing the research, I also looked at our containers here. And at the end of the day, Miss J Bryant, my brain said, you know what? Even if I printed a 3D case, because I would want it to be clear as well. That was the other thing. Because to me, rhinestones need to be seen. If you don't see them, you might not use them. I want them to be seen so that you're like, oh, that's pretty. You know what? That would be a good color to go with blah, 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 blah. And you use them. And they're pretty, so they can be a part of your decor. And I have clear filament that I could technically print this. But I was like, I don't know that anybody would even want this. I don't know. It was a lot to decide on whether or not I needed to do that. If it would be beneficial for enough people. So eventually I'll put a thought process out there, but I still need to find a box that I think would be beneficial for more people. Because I think the slide lid would be great, and it's good that it locks in place, but it locks in super tight. So for a person with arthritis or something like that, this might be a struggle. But a screw-on lid might be a struggle too. You see, it was like, for now, I'll just leave them in the pouches and visit it later, because there's so many options out there of things to do. But I got the Panthers because that's the local team. I got another Panthers design, and then another Star Wars design. And then my daughter, so the other anime that I did on the shirt the other day, Rebecca, these are some of the other characters. This chick is one of the characters, and she wanted me to get that transfer. This chick is another one of the characters, and she wanted me to get this transfer. This guy is another one of the characters, and she asked me to get this transfer. And this is another one of the anime characters right here. So she asked me to get this transfer. All of these are the anime to this show that my kids are into. So this guy and these folks. So the majority of the transfers are that anime program or show. It's called what did she say? He said the name of that. I cannot think of the name of it. It was something the solid, the break, I forget the name of it. And I was like, okay, I guess. Because I'm not into any of that. How long does it take for you to send out the orders? So my question to you, Angela, is if you're so I don't sell shirts or designed shirts, but what I do offer is the product for you to do the stuff yourself. So I was selling these kits right now. They're on back order. I got more that need to come in. But as soon as they come in, they go out as soon as I take the order. So I ask for 1 or 2 business days to ship out our stones and stuff. But my goal is always same day shipping. But this week was ridiculous. So everything that could have went wrong happened. Not everything. A lot of stuff went haywire this week. And so the orders got behind about 24 hours roughly. But normally I ship same day because I like same day stuff. So I don't want anybody else to have to wait more than 24 hours unless it's the weekend, because I don't ship on the weekend normally, or a holiday or something like that. That turned out really good. Anyway, y'all, I'm tired, so I'm getting ready to go to bed. I thank you for coming to hang out with me while I bling on a shirt. Thank you for some suggestions on where to bling, Kevin. Shout out to you. Where did you get these DTFs? My DTFs come from Primal Graphics in Charlotte, North Carolina. Primal Graphics. That's where these came from. Primal Graphics. They also sell our rhinestones there. So it's at Primal Graphics. But at any rate, thank y'all so much. Hey, Bonetta McMorris, welcome. And you have a good night too. So y'all have a good night. I'm getting ready to go snuggle down and go my butt to sleep. And I will hopefully see you guys tomorrow in somebody's live. So in preparation for these storms. So all right, have a good night, y'all. Thanks for coming in. Bye.